Hello YouTube, what is up everybody? Today we got a pretty long video, so I'm going to try and speed through this. It's just going to be a little bit of an update. I haven't been making videos in the past few weeks, and hopefully you guys noticed. Maybe you guys didn't notice, but hopefully you guys noticed that I have been on a break. And basically that's been for my mental health. I haven't been in a great spot for the past, honestly, 2 years, I'd say. I opened up a business in Mass, which was doing really well. And then my coworker decided to say fuck all of that and pretty much got the store closed in a matter of months. And that was after we were doing really well. But yeah, so once that closed, that kind of began my problems. It kind of began the cycle of me not dealing with my problems. So if I'm being honest, that happened 2 years ago and I still have not dealt with it at all. I still have a lot of emotions for him, for my coworker, the one who actually got the store closed. I have a lot of things that I feel like I need to say to him. My boss, he did absolutely nothing to help either. Basically, once that event happened, he gave up, which is understandable. Like it would have been so hard for us to come back from that, but it was possible, and I was willing to put in the effort to try and make that happen. My boss, on the other hand, was not. He didn't want to give me any money for orders. He didn't want to give me any money for advertising. He didn't want to pay me more. Basically, once that whole event happened with my coworker, my boss kind of was like, I'm done. And me personally, I should have said I'm done too, but I didn't, just because of the person I am. I kept fighting. I kept working. And literally, it was the worst thing I could have done. There was no way that store was going to come back from that. When we got raided, my buddy was selling weed out of the store. We sold cannabis supplies, but we didn't actually sell weed. So once people found out that my coworker was selling weed out of the store, the cops came right in. They raided our whole store. They took our products. They almost arrested others of my coworkers. They almost arrested my employees. Fortunately enough, they just arrested my coworker. Obviously he's the one who did it. He should have been arrested. And yeah, so that happened a long time ago, and I honestly just haven't dealt with it. I still have a lot of anger towards my coworker. There's no other way to look at it other than it being his fault. So like, I don't know, there's just so much things I want to say to him, and it's impossible because I don't, I live in Jersey, and I feel like if I ever talked to him, I would just freak out and I would just look like an idiot, and it wouldn't be a good look. I don't think it would end up working out. But obviously eventually I'm gonna have to deal with these things with him, but I'm really just not looking forward to it. It was the most selfish thing I think I've ever experienced someone else do. Like, he thought he wasn't making enough money, so he decided to sell weed out of him and 2 other people's business. It wasn't just his business. It would have been one thing if he opened the business, he put all the money down, and he was the reason that the store closed. But no, that's not how it was. I put all the work in. It was his idea, and our boss put all the money in. So if we're being honest, he put the least amount of work in. Like 100%, he put the least amount of work in. And that honestly makes me very angry, and it makes it hard for me to know where this anger is going towards, because sometimes it seems like this anger is for me, because I didn't maybe because I didn't stop him. I didn't force him to stop, even though I tried. I wasn't able to. So there's almost like I failed. I almost feel like I failed because I wasn't able to get him to stop before it was too late. So honestly, it's just that whole thing put me in an extremely bad spot. And then to put the icing on the cake, not only was that bad enough, but my girlfriend at the time, who basically was there for me throughout the whole entire process of me opening the store, me running the store by myself after my coworker got in trouble, and then And then even after it closed, we still stayed together for a little bit. But then I feel like she just gave up on me. She's obviously very disappointed in me, which is, is not the greatest thing because she's my friend before she was my girlfriend. I think we've been friends since like 5th grade. I'm now like 20, like pretty much since we were like 6 or 7, and then I'm now 23. So I've known her a while, and to have someone like that be disappointed in you and tell you that, I don't know, it's just kind of definitely not what you want to hear. Definitely makes you reevaluate a lot of things, and it's definitely not a boost in confidence for sure. But we're gonna work through these things, no doubt. This is definitely not the end. I'm not just gonna lie down and give up. That's not how I am as a person, and honestly, I'm surprised that my ex-girlfriend assumes that I'm going to give up, and it does make me a little bit angry that she gave up on me like that. And but I'm not gonna hold that against her necessarily. There's no proof in her eyes whether or not I'm gonna be successful or not. I know I am. I know I'm gonna be successful, but there's nothing showing her necessarily. Like I'm, I don't make a lot of money now, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna be successful at one point. I guarantee that I'm gonna be successful somehow at some point in my life. Maybe it'll be when I'm 25, maybe it'll be when I'm 27, maybe I'll be 35, but at some point in my life I'm going to be successful, and I'm going to take it and run with it as far as I can. So the one thing that I am angry about with that whole situation is just the fact that she gave up on me so easily, and I feel like I have a lot of faith in other people. I feel like I probably have too much faith in other people. So for her to lose faith in me so easily like that, definitely hurt the old ego a little bit. Definitely shattered it quite a little bit. But we're working through that, and I'm not gonna let that stop me from doing the things that I need to do in my life. But yeah, those are kind of the reasons for my break, the two big reasons. Moving into my dad's house was another big reason, just because I had to do a lot of other things that, like, there was a lot of other stuff that was taking up my time other than recording videos or, making farms or whatever, designing the farms, testing other people's farms, whatever it is. Yeah, so it made it a lot harder, the fact that I had to move all my stuff. But now we're moved in, so the break is now officially over. I do want to say, anyone who's made it this far, I just want to say I really appreciate you. I know this video is me just rambling. I also know that these personal update videos don't exactly do really great, and I understand why. It honestly makes a lot of sense. You guys want to be entertained, and hearing about my life probably isn't necessarily super entertaining. But yeah, I just want to say once again, thank you guys for watching the whole video. It does mean a lot to me. If you want to support me a little bit more, feel free to go ahead and like the video. Drop a comment if you have any type of feedback for me, if you have any kind words for me. Like I said before, I'm in a rough spot right now, so any type of kind words that you have for me are really going to help in more ways than one. Another one thing I want to say is I got a new mic, so hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better, and I can actually get real close to it and sound really funny, which I'm definitely going to do during the streams and stuff like that. But yeah, we're making moves. After this microphone, I hope to get some sort of camera, so then you guys can see my face as well. Be a little bit more trustworthy, so I hear. Apparently, if you guys can see my face, that'll help my channel out a lot more. And hopefully we can do some sort of like sub goal to do a face reveal, because I think that would be pretty cool. I'm thinking probably 1,000 for that. But obviously we don't even have a webcam yet, so I gotta figure that out first. But yeah, anyway, this has been Ender Steve. Once again, I really appreciate all you guys still watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Good rest of your night if it's nighttime. And yeah, this has been Ender Steve. I'm signing out.